Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be taking a dive into What Remains of Edith Finch. This has been a massively popular game since its release in 2017, so I'm sure you know what happens. But just in case you don't or you don't remember, it is a collection of strange tales about a family in Washington state. We play as Edith as we explore the colossal Finch house, searching for stories as we explore the family history and try to figure out why we are the last one in our family left alive. I'm really excited to get stuck into it, so without any further ado, grab a drink, get comfortable, and enjoy the video.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house. I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
That's a very tall house.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately. I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
That's really sad. Losing a brother that young?
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Do I go left or right? I mean, the house looks like it's on the left, so I guess I'll go down here. Looks creepy.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to. The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent, as if they're about to say something but never do.
That's creepy. I mean, going into the woods on your own is creepy enough as it is, especially when it's not sunshine and... I mean, look at that. Ooh. Creepy woods.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Is that a dragon? Looks like one. Or a serpent or something. Oh, did you see that? Missing. Milton Finch.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
I can imagine it being scary to a child. It's huge. I mean, look at all the woods that you're surrounded by as well. Wait. This reminds me of Twilight. All the trees up in the distance. Okay, enough of that. Let's actually get into the house.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
Ew.
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Yuck. Okay, so another way in. Let's try the side of the house. No door there. I really like the way that they've done the foxgloves in this game. Okay, have we got a key for this door? Nice wind chimes. Oh, okay, we're going through the flap door.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11. The power had been turned off the night we left.
Ah. So it's only going to get creepier as it gets darker. Nice.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home. But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
That's really sad. In loving memory of Lewis Finch, 1988 to 2010. Beloved brother to Edith, son of Dawn, great-grandson to Edie. Oh, they own a family cemetery? If anyone hasn't guessed yet, I haven't played this game before. This is my very first time. Very first playthrough.
Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
I'm actually surprised that somebody would actually deliver this far.
Or how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Ooh, apple pie recipe. Okay, let's keep going. Where should we go first? Through here. Oh my gosh, do you hear that wind? That's crazy. To be fair, if I was eating this much salmon, canned salmon, I'd probably get sick of it too. Ooh, this is a mess.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
Gosh.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
This is really eerie, especially like the wind. Wind whistling.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Ugh. Is that a shark? Looks like a shark.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Can we go down here?
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Oh.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
look, it's the missing poster.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
That's really sad. To lose your younger brother and a son.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
What happened on that last night? I wonder. We shall find out.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms.
Oh.
Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Wait, isn't Edie the grandma? Or am I wrong?
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Wow. Oh no, wait. It is Edie. So this is the great-great-grandparents? I'm guessing. Calvin.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Oh, that's awful. Like having to wake up every morning and like go to bed every night looking on that other side of the room of your dead siblings like stuff in bed. Only 11 years old. That's so tragic. About this one, 1976. A year old? Are you kidding?
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Ugh. I really don't like the texture of that floor. Look nasty. So many pictures up. Okay, who's down here?
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Childhood actress? Hmm. (1944 to 1960).
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Oh wow. So there's some stairs here.
Mom must have locked the 3rd floor stairs on the night we left.
Okay, guessing we'll have to find another way. The beach is so close to their house. It's kind of beautiful from this view. Okay. Whose room is this one? What was that? What was that? Was that my feet? I don't know.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Wait, let's have a look at the other room. Molly? 10 years old?
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Wow. So many kids lost. Okay, let's go back in here. Something interactive here. Oh, it's just a book with a padlock.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him. Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Oh, what's this
Now it
then?
was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Nice.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Cute. Okay, let's keep going.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door.
Oh, snap. Are we in Molly's room?
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Okay, we're in Molly's room.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Yeah. Probably feels like that. Wow, what a nice view. Oh, is that Molly?
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here. Before my mom sealed the doors.
Oh.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. My Halloween candy was all gone. Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
That better not be gerbil doo-doo in that bowl. Nasty. I'm guessing it won't be, but it kind of looks like gerbil doo-doo. Okay. Can't go outside. Aha. Let's go to the bathroom. Oh, toilet.
I ate a lot of things that night.
That doesn't look real. That can't be tasty.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
Oh, snap. We're a cat now? Nice. Huh. Hey, pretty cool. Okay, so I'm guessing we have to chase the bird. Ugh.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Okay. Oh god.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Okay, that's really creepy. I'm not gonna look at that for too much longer. Wait, where's the bird? Oh, it's up there. Okay. This is so cool. That we're actually a cat climbing up a tree. Go! I'm gonna get you. Oh my gosh.
I jumped and I almost got her.
That was nerve-wracking, to say the least. Okay, jump.
I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
I am scared of heights. This is making me feel a little bit anxious, not gonna lie. Oh my gosh. But it's nice to live it out in a game.
I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass. Rabbits. I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Whoa.
A mama rabbit. She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Wait, what?
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Oh, is that seal?
I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good. Grabbed on tight. I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Wait, what? Oh. Are we an octopus?
Now I was a monster and I smelled people everywhere.
Oh. We sound really slimy and gross.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Oh snap.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Belly over the rust.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. Across the water, I spotted the moon, something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Oh. Oh no. We aren't.
I got closer and closer.
Oh no. But how can it be? How are we? How? I don't understand.
All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Wait. Did I just hear a cat?
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories.
Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Grandma had a lot of birds.
We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom. When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Oh, that's sad. Every single one of these deaths is like a tragic accident or mysterious circumstances. Built 1937. Sven Finch.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
72-year-old woman refuses to evacuate because of a little forest fire.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time. Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
I wonder if it's true.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother. Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house. Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
That's crazy. Oh, can't look through the peephole.
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones. Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Yeah, that's so sad. I wonder what it's like being part of a family where, like, all of them have, you know, passed from mysterious circumstances or whatever. Ew. Oh no, is this where Gregory died?
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
Wait, are we Brigante? We're what? We're pregnant. We're pregnant. Oh, snap. Okay. This floor is disgusting. I really don't like it. Can you imagine, like, the pee stains?
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Calvin Finch. Born April 25, 1953. Died September 23, 1961.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Oh, yeah. So many photographs. Let's keep going. Oh, snap. Taped off. Oh. Oh, and then that's where they stopped, 1961.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
Oh, look. You can see how, like, there's a massive age difference between the two rooms. Odin Finch National Park. Command Center.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Must be hard getting into these small spaces when you're pregnant.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom, and he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again, and he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready!
Coming! But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
Oh my gosh.
I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up,
Oh no.
then maybe
Dude.
he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
That's mad. Oh, that's a sweet picture.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
I don't actually know if she's pregnant or not. I don't know. Just seems like she's pregnant. Oh. This house is super cool.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Wait, did she just make a reference to her pregnant belly? She's pregnant. Okay. Maybe let's go this way first. It says Barbara's. It's Barbara's room.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Oh, feels really eerie being in this room. Why? Just got really intense. Okay, let's go.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
What does that mean? What happened to her?
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up, a has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was canceled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent. She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Walter, are you there? Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet. The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
That is a really, really terrible way to go. And the fact that only a comic book is left of her existence. Man. Right. We're off to now. Oh, we're getting it back in the box, okay.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box. Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
Right. So, I guess... Yeah, we still can't get in there. Oh, you can see where it's been fixed.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
This house is getting creepier and creepier. Okay, here we go. Getting a little creeped out. Not gonna lie.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot. I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
No way.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Oh, so that's water.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
I love canned peaches.
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
"30 years is a long time. A really long time."
I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly. And Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
No!
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Wow. Okay, everybody, so this is where I'm going to leave it off for now. This is going to be part 1 of however many part series this is going to take for the game to finish. Some really interesting things we have found out about our family history and all the mysterious and crazy endings of each family member so far. I wonder what's going to happen next, what else we're going to find out. I really like this game so far, and I can't wait to see what happens next. If you enjoyed watching so far, please leave it down in the comments section. If you have any predictions on what's going to happen next, also leave it down in the comments section. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. Part 2 will be up very, very soon. And as always, thank you for being here, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.